In the new patch, we have a hypercar in the Aston Martin Valkyrie. We become millionaires from sport mode, and look at that! It's finally here! Mandatory tyres. Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video. It's patch day and straight away we're going into the brand central because we're going to look at the new cars. So first up, Aston Martin. Now I accidentally already bought this because I got too excited. So jump straight over to the new cars, head to the Valkyrie. It's 4 million credits. So hopefully you have a lot of money. If you don't, there's something a little bit later on in this video which might help you a little bit more in terms of money. 4 colours there available for you for the Valkyrie. Let's have a good old listen to the car. So, sounds really good. Sounds very F1-esque, doesn't it? And the car does look good. I'm going to be trying it out later in the time trial because that is this week. Next car then, what we're going to do, we're going to head to the used car dealership for this one, okay? And what we're going to see at the top, it's hot. Oh yes, it's the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 3 GSR. Let's have a good old listen to this one at 100k. So it sounds really good there. Old school Evolution 3 here. And I'm sure some of you will be using this car. 100k as well. So classic prices for a classic car. Right, we're going straight back to the used car dealership for the final car of the update. It's a bug eye. It's the Subaru Impreza. So, sounds good. I do love the boxer engine. I'm not too much of a fan of the bug eye. It's okay. I prefer the Hawkeye or the old school one. I'm not even sure the nickname for that one. But they are the 3 cars in this update. A new update in terms of Music Rally. It's not something I do personally. But you have the first 6, which were already in here. But then you have some new ones. We've got good old days there. We've got Drift. We have Marisha, Hooked on America, Lives Coming In Slow, and Moon Over the Castle GT7 version. So if you want to do them, they are there. They've been a bit buggy this morning, so do be careful, but they do exist if you do them. And then what we're going to do now is jump back into the game, go to the extra menus, because there are some extra menus. There's actually some updates here as well, which you may already be seeing there. So obviously, with the Subaru and the Mitsubishi, they are classic cars, aren't they, in terms of the category of cars? So we have the Subaru WRX one right there. We also have the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution one. Now, you can see you get a 4-star roulette ticket, but you may also notice above that, it says out of stock. So this is brand new in the update, okay? You can now see if a car is in stock or not in stock. So if you are chasing the last few cars, just jump here, have a look. Okay, I can see the Ford GT's in stock. That's a brand new car, so I can go and buy that, for example. But some of the classics will appear here when they are in stock in that used car dealership. A really good little extra feature, that, to be honest with you, because it can be a pain trying to keep track of it all the time. You can just go here now and see if you're missing anything, if you're missing multiple cars. Right, next up, engine swaps. So we have some brand new engine swaps, mainly Nissan actually, weirdly. So I'm in the 350Z or the Z33, that some countries know it by. And you can see there we've got a GTR engine from the R34. I'm assuming that's how it's referenced. A full list there of the engine swaps for you. So you've got the Alpine A110 Premier Edition. And I'll say it's all Nissans. Then you got the R32 in there, both versions there. So you got the GTR Nismo and the V-Spec 2, and also the brand new Nissan, the 400Z there, the Z Performance as it's called. We don't get that in Europe, by the way, so yeah, we get it in the game, of course, just not in real life. Right, next up, we're going to go to sport mode for the final bits of these updates. Now, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here as well. Oh, not a rant, a bit of a discussion point, so you may want to join in the comments below. So, when you get to sport mode, okay, what we're going to do is head to the Manufacturer's Cup. And what we're going to see here is a provisional reward. You notice that I've got 7.2 million credits on the way to me. Now, these rewards vary depending on your league, etc. But That's a lot of credit. So we're finally getting rewards for sport mode. And this has always been needed in the game, in my opinion. It's always been needed because Gran Turismo are very much focused on participation rates. You know, the more people that play, the more they can then approach sponsors and say, hey, look, we've got 3 billion people playing right now. We feel your sponsor or your partnership would work with the Manufacturer Series or Nations Cup or overall with the World Series. Hey, look, your eyes will have, or your brand will be appearing to 3 billion people, which is 6 billion eyes. That's a lot of eyes, in my opinion. So, yeah, this does help them. So now you can do sport mode and actually get some decent prizes from participating. There's still another round to go, so if you haven't done any, maybe it's worthwhile just jumping in to try and get a bit of extra cash. So a really good update that. I really like that. And another good update. So I quickly jumped into a daily race. I'm pitting lap 1. I'm not staying in the race here, but I wanted to show you this because this is unbelievable. Look at that! It says mandatory tyres. We finally have it. It finally says you have to use this tyre. A lovely, lovely, lovely little update that has been needed for ages, man. Because how often do you go into a race sometimes you go, oh no, what tyre was I on again? Happens to me. Happens to you as well, I'm sure. But yes, finally it says mandatory tyre. So I was on the hard tyre and it said I needed to do the soft tyre. If I come in on the soft tyre, it would say I need to do the hard tyre. Smashing sport mode update that. It really, really is. Now, there are a few other little bits here and there. There's a couple of new scapes in there and things like that, but they're the main bulk of the update. In terms of the update, I'm not overly impressed with the amount that's in there. The sport mode updates, they are huge. They are probably the best part of this update. The cars are all right. You know, if you want to use some of those road cars, they are there for you to use. And the music rally is not something I particularly participate in, so it's not real of interest to me. But there's a little bit in there for everybody. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do give it a like. Subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content, including later today, the time trial lap guide to help you get those 2 million credits and get that gold time. So do keep in touch with that. I'll say that is it for me. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.